Good morning, Oshkosh West 9th and 10th graders. Today you're going to be learning how to take the ACT Aspire and for sophomores, the Wisconsin Forward exam. The ACT Aspire is a computer-based assessment. You will need to bring your fully charged Chromebook. It consists of 5 tests: English, writing, reading, math, and science. Freshmen will be testing on the mornings of May 3rd and May 5th. Sophomores will be testing the morning of May 17th and May 19th. Sophomores are also taking the Wisconsin Forward exam on the morning of May 11th. Testing will take place during the first 3 periods of the day and will be split over the course of 2 days. Day 1, students will take the math and science tests and have a short study hall. Day 2, students will take English, writing, and reading and again end with a short study hall. Lunch hours will not change on these days. The night before testing, please charge your Chromebook. Students that are unable to test on their scheduled test day will be scheduled for an additional makeup session. Please pack headphones and a pencil and get a good night's sleep. Testing rooms will be posted on the windows in the main office, student services, and the counseling office. You will also have a hard copy delivered to you the week before your testing. On the day of the test, no one may be admitted to the testing room once the time tests have begun. Testing begins promptly at 8:23 a.m. Late arrivals should go to Student Services office. You will then be scheduled for a makeup on a different day. Please use the restroom prior to testing. Verbal instructions for each test session will be read. Login credentials will not be distributed prior to admitting students. Do not bring a calculator. Calculators are embedded within the testing software. Per ACT, you must turn in your silent cell phone as you come into the room. A basket will be provided with Post-it notes for labeling. All phones must be silenced or turned off. All phones will be returned at the very end of the test session. When each student finishes the test, students should close their Chromebook. All students are to remain in the room until the end of the testing period. Students may only work on course materials or read if every student in the room has finished and logged out. To sign into the testing apps, students must first check that their Chromebooks are connected to the OASD district Wi-Fi. It must say OASD district, not just OASD. Students will not sign into the Chromebook. They will be in kiosk mode. If you're already signed in, you will need to please sign out. Go to Apps in the bottom left-hand corner. Select TestNav for the ACT Aspire. When presented with a list of tests, click on ACT Aspire. Stop here. You are now set up for testing. Teachers, please take a moment to pause the video and go through these steps with students so all are at the login page. To prepare for the ACT Aspire, it's recommended that you go through the practice test questions within the TestNav app so that you can get used to the online environment for testing. To go through the practice questions, you may sign in with the username EnglishEHS and password ACT Aspire. That way you can practice with all of the embedded supports like the magnifier, line reader, answer masking, answer eliminator, calculator, how to flag test questions, and reviewing test questions. Freshmen, you may now end the video to practice with TestNav. Sophomores, please continue. Sophomores will also be taking the Wisconsin Forward exam on the morning of Wednesday, May 11th. This is another computer-based assessment. You will need to bring your fully charged Chromebook. It will consist of 2 50-minute test sessions, both tested on social studies. The sign-in process to the app is the same as it was for the Aspire, except you will choose the DRC Insight app instead of TestNav. To go through practice questions in this online environment, you will click on Online Tools Training, and then you may sign in and go through the practice questions. Sophomores, please take a moment now to practice some of the online questions in the DRC Insight app and also to practice the ACT Aspire questions within the TestNav app.